Good Tuesday evening, Southwest Arkansas. Welcome back, Southwest Arkansas weather here on Tuesday, June the 10th. Taking a look at your evening weather blog of what's in store for this upcoming time frame. And starting off first, we're taking a look at current conditions right now as of 8:30. You can see temperatures cooling down into the upper to mid 70s up here in northwestern portions and southern portions of the coverage area. Elsewhere, we still have lower 80s and clear on radar. But if we take a look at satellite, there is just some cloud cover, and we are losing some of that satellite, or we're losing that daylight time frame. So we'll have to look at it this way. You can see some of that cloud cover continuing to increase across southwest Arkansas. That's going to continue to occur overnight ahead of our system. That's coming in later this week, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment. Taking a look at the 6-day forecast for your day across southwest, or for the next 6 days from Wednesday through Monday into this weekend and into the early work week of next week through June the 11th and the 16th. Taking a look at that, you can see rain chances. Our system starts to move in as we go into Wednesday. Some afternoon storms, partly cloudy skies. Forecasted high is going to be in the upper 80s, lower 90s across the coverage area. Overnight low is going to be in the mid 60s across the area. Rain chances increase as we go into Thursday and Friday, with some heavy rainfall potential being on the outlook for those 2 days. We don't have any severe weather risk right now for those days, but we can't rule out a stronger storm or two. Not expecting anything major in terms of severe weather. Mostly cloudy skies expected both of those days, with highs in the mid 80s to mid, or really upper 70s, lower to mid 80s, and even up into the lower 90s in some cases in some areas in far southeastern portions of the coverage area. Rain chances, once again, around 60%, with thunderstorms. Overnight lows in the upper 60s and into the lower 70s. Rain chances continue into Saturday, with highs in the mid 80s, mid to upper 80s, and a few lower 90s as always will be possible there, with overnight lows in the upper 60s and lower 70s. 50% chance of some thunderstorms and rain showers. Then as we go into Sunday and Monday, rain chances start to come down around 40 to 30%, but temperatures increase, and we could see some heat index values near 105. And during the end of this upcoming time frame, our heat risk may go up to a moderate, which means, hey, it's going to be humid, it's going to be hot. Just be on the lookout for that. Nothing we're not used to in Arkansas, but with all the cool temperatures coming right from that, you're talking temperatures potentially in the mid 80s for June. Middle part of June, really, and then going right up into the 90s with heat index values into the hundreds. That's why that moderate risk for heat is potentially in store for that Monday time frame. But as you can see, Sunday into Monday, 30% or 40 to 30% chance of rain. Highs in the upper 80s, lower 90s, overnight lows in the 70s, with partly cloudy skies and some scattered thunderstorms possible throughout that time frame. Real quickly, let's also take a quick look at what's in store for this upcoming time frame by taking a look at the HRRR model and the data behind this. So give me just one moment to pull this up here, and we'll start this off here shortly as of tomorrow morning. So taking a look at the Futurecast, starting off with the HRRR model. You can see tomorrow morning, not going to expect a whole lot. Remember, Futurecast isn't perfect, but it helps give us a general idea on what we could see. But as we start to head towards that afternoon, look back off over here in northeast Texas and Oklahoma. You start to see some rainfall, some storms moving into the area by that afternoon, evening time frame. That continues overnight and increasing into the day on Wednesday with that heavy rainfall potential. As always, that only goes 34 hours out. So taking a look at 48 hours out. So taking a look just a little further here, the North American model is a little different there around that 2 p.m. time frame, but you can still see the general idea. Some thunderstorms will be possible, some rainfall will be possible as we go into that time frame and into the nighttime and overnight time Thursday into that Friday time frame. And then taking a look at the GFS model for this same general time frame, you can see those rain chances just continue on into the day on Friday and Saturday. Remember, GFS only goes 3 hours into the future instead of every hour, 3 hours intervals, and this gets a little less high resolution, but maybe a break there for more rainfall looks to be in store for Saturday. And then, as always, just continuing there into the weekend and into Monday as well. and those rain chances look to be a good possibility throughout this upcoming time frame. Real quickly, I do want to show the Climate Prediction Center outlook for this upcoming time frame, not the winter weather outlook. We are nowhere near that time of year, but really just taking a look quickly here at the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. You can see across the area maybe some above average temperatures, just a 40% chance of some temperatures being above average. That's more towards the end of this upcoming time frame or upcoming week, or well, really the beginning of next week. And then if you look at rainfall chances, you could still see a 40% chance of some above average rainfall chances. Now, this doesn't mean every day is going to be above average. Every day is going to see rainfall or rain every single day. It just means our chances throughout that time frame, they look to be above average for this time of year in terms of rainfall and temperatures. 8 to 14 days, that temperature continues to be around just near above average there, with rainfall rates continuing to be there, just a little lower, but still there for above average precipitation potentially across that time frame. As we go towards the end of June, still above at some slight chance of some above average temperatures and a slight chance at some above average rainfall. Into the next, really as we go through into 4th of July, temperatures continue to look to be above average, and rainfall chances continue to be potentially above average there as well. So just a quick heads up that, hey, June could be another month of some rainfall, off and on rainfall, but as we know in Arkansas, that can easily change, and we're going to continue to keep a close eye on that. We will watch that closely. Real quickly, one last thing I want to look at is the excessive rainfall outlook. This is for that Thursday, or that Thursday time frame, and you can see there is a slight chance for some excessive rainfall over portions of the coverage area. And as we go and take a look at day 4, that also continues into the Friday time frame, and Saturday is a marginal risk, but it's still there, so expect some heavy rainfall potential, maybe some flash flooding, not necessarily due to super high amounts of rainfall, but mainly just because, if you think about it, we've had a lot of rainfall the past few days, or past few really weeks, so the ground's already saturated. It's not going to take a whole lot of rain at one time to cause really big flash flooding issues or flash flooding issues. Once again, we'll watch it closely. What day is going to be the highest in terms of heavy rainfall? Can't pinpoint that down quite yet, but just know there's some rain chances, some heavier rain chances as we go into this weekend, as there's definitely going to be moisture available. Temperatures are going to be a little around average for this time of year in terms of the forecast through this week, and really increasing. Temperatures increase again as we go into the beginning of the next week, and we'll continue to keep you updated on that. As always, we do want to say a big thanks to all of our sponsors: Palmer's Roofing, Southern Dumpster Rental, J&S Auto Supply Bumper to Bumper, Landmark Insurance Agency, Patterson's Credit Union, Can Energy and Nutrition, and Fort Smith Therapy for all they do to help us get this information to you guys. Make sure to check them out all over on Facebook there, and if you need anything that they can provide for you, feel free to give them a call. And as always, have a good rest of your Tuesday. Make sure to check us out over on Facebook, Instagram, here on YouTube, and TikTok. And as always, have a good rest of your week in case we don't see you again. And thank you guys very much for trusting us right here with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas.